Let's see. Can we talk about art?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, you've done a lot of art.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know. Go ahead.
I want to know what your thoughts on why is art important?
I can't tell you why. It's something people have seen and they enjoy, and enough people enjoy the same thing, and so it becomes more important.
All right. Do you think art is important for like children, like for child development?
I think it is. I
Yeah.
think I remember as a child being going to school, and I remember the feelings of things that I experienced in my little school. So
Yeah. Did
that's all I can tell you was
right,
what
right,
I experienced. I can't tell you
right.
that is some bigger thing that everybody else had too.
Well, I think let's see. Do you think art can help people like when they make art, when they create things?
I Why not? If they see a, a I okay here in my head, if
Mhm.
you they see a picture of this person who is supposedly did such and such,
Mhm.
and a lot of other people see the same thing, well, then it's something worth noting. So
Cuz it connects them?
what?
Cuz it connects people?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think
So,
it's important for children to learn how to make art, to learn how to draw and
oh, of
paint?
course, yeah.
Yeah.
In any school I went to, but then I grew up in a place. I grew up in a town that felt that way, you know.
Yeah. That was lucky.
I was very, yeah, that was. And my mother died when I was very young.
Mhm.
She went into the hospital and she just never came out
Mhm.
alive, you know.
Did your mother ever do any art? Did she sing? Did she paint?
Maybe,
Did
I
she
don't
play music?
remember that. I mean, she died when I was very young.
Mhm. How did you learn how to do art? Was it just in school that you started with art, or
What?
did you always like to do
I
different
suppose I
types of
did.
art?
I mean, we lived in the town. Don't rub because that
Okay.
also gets me out. I'm trying to think because Rye, New York was that way. It had a lot of millionaires living in the town and so forth.
Mhm.
And so I, I I don't know how it all came together, but I think my mother died when I was very young.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
she was gone.
Yeah. What's your favorite
What?
what's your favorite type of art? Do you like paintings better? Do you like music
Yeah,
better?
well,
What's your
yes,
favorite?
just doing things too, going around and seeing things and
Mhm.
putting my. There were a lot of very rich people in that town too, so that
Yeah.
was another thing.
Mhm. What about the art stuff that you're making now? What about these?
I don't know.
That's a type of art.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you making?
Well, when I go standing on the thing there and we're turning, I feel what I feel. I feel it
Mhm.
in your body, and I don't
Right.
know.
Do you
I don't
think
pretend to be you know the person in charge of all this.
Mhm. Do you think everybody has some kind of
I think
thing
they,
they can express through art?
yeah, sure they do. They do.
Everybody. So everybody can be an artist?
But what? Well, they could be, I suppose. I don't know. They don't. They don't all go in the same way. I mean, you
Right.
know,
Mhm.
they.
Well, yeah, it's different for everyone.
Yeah, it depends upon who you are and where you are and so forth. Because I was very lucky. I mean, even when my mother died, I still had a could go to another part of my family, and they were very, very nice. Very, what did I say? They always appreciated me, and they took time to sit down and listen to me and do things with me, and so
That helps.
it's that kind of thing.
We like music a lot in our family.
Yeah, that was also always there, because it was lucky to live in a town that have had that in the church, and they had it everywhere. Rye was a place for very rich people mostly. And we lived with my grandparents. So
do you miss it there?
I don't know. I don't think about it too much.
You don't. So you can still play piano, though. You learned very young. You still play piano.
Well, I took piano lessons, and I have. If you don't keep it up, it doesn't stay with you. You know.
Yeah.
That you can lose some of it.
Should we sing a song later?
Sure. Anytime you want to sing, you can sing.
We'll sing. Do you remember?
I mean, don't you? How do you feel about that? All those things you're asking me.
I think, well, because I grew up in this house, that art's been always a very big part of my life.
Yeah, it was always a part of your life, and it was also because I was running the house. So I guess I was sure I guess I was always there to make sure that it was around.
Yes, and you taught me that everything can be art supplies.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Just about everything. You can reuse and recycle.
Yeah.
You don't need, fancy, expensive art supplies to create something beautiful. You can use anything.
Right.
That's what I learned from you. And that people.
Well, if you always have it available to you, then I mean, you can find things that are funny.
Yeah.
Try to put them together in some way.
Yeah, and that applies to the rest of life too. Is when you need to make something, you can use what you have around you and use what you have in your life to make something new.
Yeah, sure. Well, look, junk.
Art.
Junk art to turn into art.
Do you remember when I was a baby, you wrote me a lullaby?
What?
Do you remember you wrote me a lullaby?
I did.
Hush My Little Baby.
Let's sing it to me.
The hush my little baby,
don't you think that maybe you might go to sleep and dream for a while? So lay down your little head upon your mama's bed and sleep for a while, my sweet child, for a while. So go on and close your eyes and dream of paradise and sleep.
I
and
want to
while
do that.
the baby's sleeping, inchworms will be creeping, birdies singing songs to the wind's lullaby. So go on and close your eyes and dream of paradise and sleep for a while, my sweet child, for a while. So go on and close your eyes and dream of paradise and sleep.
Can we do that later on the piano?
What?
Can we do that later with the piano?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I could try. Didn't
I
ever
try.
teach you?
Little bits. I'm not good at piano like you
Maybe
are.
Sometimes I try to teach people things.
I didn't pay attention a lot when I was little to piano stuff. I was running around.
Not everybody does the same thing and that's at the same time for the same, because it's there.
Right. All right. Well, if we get up and
I
go
did.
to the
You
piano
see,
later.
I had another grandmother. I had two grandmothers who were wonderful because I lived in the house with one of them, and then I would go to visit the other one. So I always had these people always there. around town telling me that this was an important thing to do, so that's why I did it.
That's good.
I mean, you don't do things unless other people think they're good too.
They help guide you.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, I have you, and I love you.
And I love you very much. You're always here.
I am always here.
And that's very important.
All right.
You put up with us, all of us.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll sing a song later with the piano, yeah?
Go ahead.
All right.